Hello everyone, and welcome to my Emmerdale News channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. According to Emmerdale spoilers, Ruby's life is about to get a lot more tough after she discovers another upsetting secret, this time while reading her mother's will. She discovered that her mother had asked for her before she died, but Caleb refused. Ruby confronted Caleb, but it appears she will face further harm. Ruby received an unexpected package last week, the ashes of her late mother. While drowning her sorrows in the pub, Chaz suggested she try to find out her mother's final words to help her find closure. Taking Chaz's instruction, Ruby called the hospital, where she received startling news. Caleb had visited her mother without her knowledge. Ruby is stunned to learn that Caleb paid Helen a covert visit in the hospital before her death, despite her mother's request for her in the hopes of a deathbed reconciliation. The Helen reading will take place next week. Caleb is terrified that his secret may be uncovered. Ruby reacts with amazement and terror to one of Fiona's documents. Caleb initially believes he has been rumbled, however this is not the case. Helen's will states that she was covertly in contact with Ruby's daughter Steph before her death. Ruby, who feels isolated and vulnerable as a result of the shocking loss, tells Chaz that she is grateful to Caleb for introducing her to the close-knit Dingle clan while her own family is separated. Privately, Caleb is overjoyed because he believes he has escaped scot-free. But we all know that the truth always wins in the Dales. Ruby Fox Milligan from Emmerdale discovers some startling facts in her late mother's will next week. Ruby has experienced conflicting emotions after learning last month that her estranged mother Helen had died. Helen had disowned Ruby for her relationship with Caleb, thus the mother and daughter had lived different lives for 30 years. Helen requested to see Ruby again before dying of a severe disease, but Caleb demanded £100,000 in exchange for arranging the meeting. Helen paid the money, but died before Caleb could make the preparations. Caleb was left feeling bad since his delays and involvement denied Ruby the opportunity to reconcile with her mother. The extent of Caleb's lie will be unknown next week, despite the hospital telling Ruby that he visited Helen before she died. Ruby prepares to read Helen's will, and Caleb is concerned that it will reveal his secret. When Ruby reacts in shock and horror to one of the documents, Caleb feels his luck has run out. Ruby, on the other hand, receives a totally different surprise. Helen's will states that she was secretly in contact with Ruby's daughter Steph before her death. This makes Ruby think on her lack of intimacy to Steph. She expresses gratitude to Chaz for Caleb's efforts to integrate her in the Dingle clan, despite the fact that her own family is estranged. Later, Caleb breathes a sigh of relief after making it through the will reading unhurt, but how long can his good fortune last? Emmerdale viewers have been captivated by the Dingles' previous dramatic storylines, and next episodes promise a devastating twist for the beloved family. Next week's episodes will show the Dingles dealing with sadness after learning that patriarch Zach Dingle has died, setting the stage for an emotional farewell and the unexpected reunion of a long-lost relative for his funeral. Steve Halliwell, who played Zach, died tragically last December at the age of 77. The actor had been playing the iconic Zach since 1994 and had swiftly become a popular figure among fans. Following Zach's death, the soap's makers added a death storyline for the popular actor and character. Elsewhere in the Hamlet, the ITV drama has brought Belle Dingle, played by Eden Taylor Draper, to the forefront with a horrifying abuse plot involving Tom King, played by James Chase. During an interview earlier this year, Eden discussed her character's growth as well as her time on the serial, according to The Mirror.
The 26-year-old actress, who has been a staple on the Yorkshire set drama since 2005, is preparing to celebrate 2 decades on Emmerdale in 2025. During a recent visit on Lorraine, stand-in host Christine Lampard asked Eden about her upcoming anniversary and how she intends to celebrate. Eden reflected on her 20 years with Emmerdale and expressed her hopes, I feel like, as the Dingles, we've kind of created this thing where, when you reach a huge anniversary, you get an inscribed bracelet from the Dingles. So I really want the bracelet. There's only a few: James Hooton, who plays Sam Dingle; Jeff Hordley, who plays Kane Dingle; Jane Cox, who played Lisa Dingle, had one, so I feel like I want to be in the gang. I'm nearly there. This year, the popular ITV soap has delved into a frightening coercive control storyline involving Belle, with fans seeing Tom's seclusion and abuse of his now ex-partner. In recent episodes, Belle handed herself in to the police after defending herself against Tom with an axe when he attempted to take her life, and she later reported his abuse. However, in a disturbing move characteristic of Tom, he has erased all proof of his violent behavior toward Belle, including surveillance tape showing him spying on his marriage. As Belle anxiously seeks for evidence to back up her claims, a confident Tom works overtime to persuade everyone that Belle is faking the abuse and is suffering from a breakdown. Emmerdale spoilers follow from Tuesday's episode, October 15th, which is currently accessible on streaming provider ITVX, but has yet to air on ITV1. The most recent episode of Emmerdale hinted to unfinished business between Liam Kavanagh and Chas Dingle. The two characters, who were briefly romantically involved earlier this year, enjoyed a moment in Tuesday's episode following the tragic news of Zach Dingle's death. This week's episodes of Emmerdale pay tribute to renowned cast member Steve Hallowell, who died last December at the age of 77. He had played Zach, a fan favorite, since 1994. On Monday's episode, Moira and Kane Dingle learned that Zach had died quietly in Scotland. In follow-up scenes on Tuesday, Kane took charge of the difficult situation by visiting each member of the family in turn and breaking the news. Everyone handled the loss differently, with Chas choosing to grieve alone apart from the rest of the family. When Liam noticed Chas sobbing down by the allotments, he went over to see what was wrong. As Chas described everything, Liam insisted on following her back to the Woolpack. Once back in the main village, Chas told Liam about Zach's importance to the Dingle family. She spoke movingly about how Zach was like a father to her. The chat was interrupted when Liam received a call from his girlfriend Ella Forster, which he declined. When Chas pointed out that Ella was definitely waiting for him, Liam responded sharply, "So? I want to be with you." This proved to be too much for Chas, who strongly advised Liam to leave before saying something he regretted. Could Liam's unresolved love for Chas jeopardize his new relationship? Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.